Today we're going to talk about mole conversions, and we're going to talk about converting moles to representative particles. So the first thing that we want to talk about is we want to talk about and define what a mole is. So a mole is the unit that we use to count atoms. So a mole is equal to a specified number of particles, similar to the way that we use the word a dozen. So when we think of the word a dozen, we think of 12 of something. But when we use the word mole, what I want you to think of is this number here. So this number here is called Avogadro's number, and that is 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. So that's a really, really big number. So a mole of any substance consists of 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd units or representative particles of that substance. So again, that number, Avogadro's number, that's one of those things from chemistry that you will never forget, and that is Avogadro's number. So what are these things called representative particles? You might be wondering. So it all depends on the type of substance that we're referring to. So let's go over that. So if we're talking about an element by itself, the representative particle would be an atom. So you might talk about 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms of helium, 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms of carbon. So if you're just talking about an element alone, the representative particle is the atom. If we were talking about a covalent compound, which we know is also called a molecular compound, then the representative particle for a covalent compound is simply a molecule. So you might have 10 to the 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd molecules of carbon dioxide. 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd molecules of H2O. So for any covalent compound, the representative particle is a molecule. And lastly, if we're talking about an ionic compound, and this seems to be the most difficult one for students to remember. So when we're talking about an ionic compound, which again, remember, ionic compounds are composed of a metal and a nonmetal, the representative particle is a formula unit. So those are the three representative particles, and on the next slide I'm going to show you how we go about and apply this information. So again, we're going to go back to our mole map, and this time we're going to be working in this lower right hand corner where we're going from moles to representative particles. So remember, 1 mole is equal to 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd particles of any substance. So let's say you were asked to convert, if we had 10 moles of NaCl, and we wanted to know how many formula units that was. This time we're going to abbreviate that just by writing FormU. So how would we go about and set up that conversion? So we have 10 moles of NaCl and we want to convert to formula units. So on the mole map, right, we're starting with moles. So we're starting here. And let me get my pen on. So we're starting right here, and we're going to end here. So we're going to follow this arrow. So if you follow that arrow, it tells you exactly how to set up your conversion factor. So we're going to start with our 10 moles. And times, and draw the line for our fraction. And then we're going to do 6.02 times 10. It's hard to draw with this little pen. To the 23rd form. U in 1 mole. Okay, right. So to check to make sure that we have our conversion set up properly, let's cancel the units that we can cancel. So we can cancel moles, and we're going to end up with Form U, which is what we want. So 10 times 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd simply gives us 6.02 times 10 to the 24th. And our units in this case are formula units. Okay, so that's how you would set up that problem. So let's try another one where we're going in the opposite direction. Okay, so this time we are going to convert 1.2 times 10 to the 24th atoms of helium, and we're going to convert that to moles. So remember, atoms are one of our particles, so we are going to be starting in this corner, and we want to end up here at moles. So we're going to follow this arrow, and we're going to set up our conversion factor just as that arrow shows us how we should. So let's write down, we have 1.2 times 10 to the 24th atoms. And again, we're going to look up at how our conversion factor should be set up. So we have 1 mole on top, right? Because 1 mole of any substance is equal to 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. And our unit down here would be atoms, since we're talking about helium, and helium is an element by itself. So if you were to plug these numbers into your calculator, you're going to get an answer of 2. Since we have 2 sig figs in this number here that we started with, we're going to round our answer to 2.0 moles of helium. So that is our answer. So that concludes our video on converting between moles and particles. Important things to remember is that 1 mole of any substance is equal to 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd particles. That number is called Avogadro's number. And just remember that your representative particles could be either atoms, molecules, or formula units, depending on the type of substance that we're talking about. So that concludes this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.